Guam Fire Department employees have the most lucrative compensation package of benefits in all of GovGuam. That, according to the Office of Public Accountability. In particular, the OPA, in its February recommendations on cost savings to the new administration, highlighted what it called non-productive pay at the Guam Fire Department. We recommend legislative action to amend GFD compensation of leave to an hour-per-hour basis, states the report. Implementation of that recommendation alone could result in general fund cost savings of more than $1 million, says the auditor.
The OPA, in its report, concluded that around $1 million annually is avoidable expenditure.
$1 million?
$1 million annually is avoidable expenditure.
At the fire department?
At the fire department. Avoid on compensation. $1 million that can buy 3 ambulances, fully equipped, at $350,000 each. Don't you think so? And if you clamp down on that $1 million a year, for 3 years you can get 10 new ambulances. I tell you, you got rolling. Money is there. It's just not utilized in the right way.
And why, asks Senator Palacios, is the fire department paying so much in overtime when a 7-year-old law authorizing volunteer firefighters has yet to be implemented?
The volunteers. This is a 7-year-old law that never was implemented, and it came about. I became aware of it during the salary because then I found out. You need people, you're short, you're paying overtime because you're short. And there's a mechanism here, the authority that tells you, set it up. Oh, we need money. You don't need money. Set up first the rules and regulations.
Tens of thousands of dollars in taxpayer funds paid out for questioned leave and overtime costs to Guam firefighters. It's been going on for years, and that is the issue that any new chief must tackle, says Palacios, an issue that the senator says former Acting Chief John Salas did not convince lawmakers he could deal with.
The staff talked in his behalf. The staff defended his position. And we've been telling this staff, you tell him to tell us that he is the right man for the position. We heard from you already. No, tell him to tell us, because then we ask him, how are you going to do it?
So that's why Salas was not the right man for the job.
From my observation, I didn't see him leading the department. I saw him, on the contrary, being led by the staff. That, to me, is not leadership.
Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.